There you go. Okay. Welcome everybody for another interview, and this time it's another one of those impressive performers in the IELTS exam. And for this particular interview, we will be interviewing somebody who scored band 8 in speaking, and so we'd like to find out how she did it and let her narrate about her experiences in the exam proper. So again, my name is Juni Torre of the academic team, and we're gonna have a lot of content for this channel. So just keep on spreading the word around. Click like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. So today we will be interviewing a girl named Maeinra. So that you spell that by that is spelled as Maeinra.
INRA. You can
Okay.
just call me May. And disclaimer, I'm not an expert, guys. So
Okay. Yeah, she's not an expert. She just scored an 8, so you gotta forgive her for not scoring so high. Okay. Main, sige. Uh, Tell us about yourself. Main, I like the view of your bed. Your double deck. Sige, Main, tell us about yourself first. There, go. From Lingayen.
oh, how to start, sir? So I'm from Lingayen, Pangasinan, and I have been working in Singapore for 5 years now in one of the prestigious government hospitals here that can
What's the
accommodate
name
at
of the
least.
hospital, Main?
The name of the hospital is Tantokseng Hospital, if you're familiar with it, and it can accommodate at
I have a
least.
number of students from Singapore, so I better ask them where do they work.
Yeah. Well, that hospital is located in the center of Singapore. So, and it's famous for accommodating, pandemic cases. So those COVID patients are directly going to that institution. So I think,
Oh, okay.
yeah, they know that hospital.
I mean, how's the situation since you mentioned that everything's normalized? I read in the news that you decided to just live with the virus. How did that look like?
Well, in my point of view, I think Singapore is curbing the situation well. They're handling the situation well. And but for now, I think they're quite strict with all the lockdowns and all that. Yeah, I think that news is true. I believe that they're planning to open the border sooner or later.
Oh, they will.
And yes, and I don't know if I'm correct, but then they said that those who are fully vaccinated can go back in the Philippines without getting into quarantine whatsoever.
Yeah. When did they plan to do
Yes.
this, as far as you know?
They they did not tell any specific time or what, but they said sooner or later they would implement this law that we can go back or the borders will be open. And
Do
as
you
long as
think,
you're
you know,
yeah, and as
do you
long as
think,
you're fully vaccinated, there's no need for you to be quarantined.
okay, do you think this is going to
Or
be a mistake?
there
Is
would
it going to be
be
a problem?
there would be a less quarantine days. I believe so.
So, all foreigners coming in will just have to undergo the protocol, right?
Yes, sir. And they should be fully vaccinated.
Oh, I see. Okay. Let's see how that works, right? Because
Yes, sir. It's quite
as
a
far as I
risk.
know, yeah,
Yeah, it's very risky. Like nobody knows what will happen. It's really unprecedented. But then I think you will never know if you will never try.
right. It's
Mm,
like one of the students who already made it to the UK. She captioned her photo like, "If you never go, you'll never know."
correct, sir. I believe
So
in that
nice.
too. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
very nice. Uh, Wait. So, as far as I know, like, do you know what's the percentage of people vaccinated there already? Are you already in herd immunity level, 70%?
More than that, sir.
You
I
are.
think, yes. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think like out of 100%, like the people who are vaccinated here reach, I think, about 95% already.
Oh my God.
Yes, sir.
Singapore,
Well, it's a
you're
small
so great.
country. It's a small country to start with.
Yeah, man, we can't even do that for Manila alone.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. And then, you arrived in Singapore 5 years ago. I never realized it's been so long.
Yeah, it feels like it's I've been staying here forever.
Okay. Um, when you arrived in Singapore, was it from a local hospital that you were working on before, or is this your first job experience?
You mean you mean here in Singapore?
Yeah.
Well,
When you. Mhm.
in the Philippines, I've worked in hospital. I have a hospital experience as well. And then when I
Oh
came
yeah,
here
yeah, yeah.
in
You need that, right?
Singapore, yeah. And when I came here in Singapore, the agency was the one who chose the company for us, and I was assigned in that hospital that I'm working right now.
Okay, I see.
Yes, sir.
Would you say that the past year was the worst year among the 5 years? Must have
What do
been
you
the
mean
worst,
by
right?
what do you mean by that, sir?
Like out of the 5 years that you've been working in the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
did nothing compared to the year that just happened, right?
Yes,
2020.
sir. You mean the COVID?
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Oh my God, that's very catastrophic and all.
I see. Did you ever contract the virus yourself?
Um, you
No.
mean did I ever acquire the virus?
Right, right.
So far, no, sir. And I'm blessed and thankful that I did not acquire the virus at all, despite
Mm.
handling COVID patients.
Yeah, and then like you would go home to that flat of yours with your your flatmates. I mean, that
Yes,
must have been,
sir.
yeah,
But because we're doing the routine swab, meaning every 2 weeks, they're swabbing the frontliners.
I see. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All
So
right.
my nose is quite used to it already.
Oh, that hurts. I
I
hate
know,
the
right?
swab. Yeah,
I know, right?
that's gonna
It's
make
like,
you.
okay, swab me. I'm used to it.
Yeah, like all the way at the back of your nose. That's gonna make you tear up. Like
Well, there's a new
Mm.
protocol, sir. Like,
There is.
yeah, like there's no need for them to go through all inside your nose until it reaches the whatsoever.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
now I
it
think,
doesn't have to go all the way back.
yeah, but I think now they will just go in the mid part of your nose to swab your nose, so it's not that
Okay,
painful as before.
I see. Yeah, because that's the part that hurts when it hits the back of your nose, and then they kind of rub
Yeah,
it and
and then
turn it
you will
all up.
be you
You,
will
you,
cry involuntarily.
yeah, you're gonna. I like that term. You're gonna end up in tears involuntarily, and
Yes, sir.
yeah. But I've had my vaccine already, so yeah, too late the hero. Like they should have done this way back. I think I've
Yes,
had 4 experiences of that swab. I hated it. Okay, and
but
you were
even though
so
we are
Mhm.
vaccinated, they're still requiring us to do the
Still
swabbing every 2 weeks because we are a at at greater risk of acquiring it because we are frontliners. So they just
okay.
want to make sure that their employees are also safe and healthy.
Okay. So what
Mhm.
happens if you turn out positive? You're gonna go into quarantine again.
Yes, sir. Actually, there was this funny thing when there was an outbreak in my hospital. One of
Okay.
the Filipino nurse got positive of Delta variant.
Mm.
So
Mm.
they asked us they ask all of those nurses who are living with other hospital, like for me, Micah is working in other institution. So
Yeah.
they asked us, the Ministry of Health called us and they asked us to segregate ourselves. So they were the one who booked our accommodation, and I was booked in one of the five-star hotels here in Singapore
Oh
for free.
wow. Oh wow. I
Yes,
wouldn't
sir.
mind that.
Yeah,
How
I
long did
wouldn't
that
mind that.
yeah, how long did that run
Well,
for?
I was segregated for 3 weeks with
Oh,
free bath
I love Singapore.
with free bathtub and pool.
Yeah, it's a five-star hotel.
Yes, sir. And it's
Oh
for
my God.
free.
I see.
Yes,
So
sir.
your roommate Micah must have missed you for 3 weeks. So 3 weeks of paid leave. Yeah, you're just enjoying yourself in the hotel.
Yes, sir. But we are still required to go to work. It's just that they ask us to
Oh,
segregate ourselves.
I see.
Yes, to separate
Okay,
ourselves, like for those who are living in with other institution.
okay. So it's like you just had a new place to go home to, something like that.
Yes, yes, sir.
What about
Until
your
the
food?
outbreak subside.
Okay. What about your
Mhm.
food? Did you get that for free?
No, sir. That's too much already.
Oh, come on. They gave me the hotel. They might as well have given me the food.
The transportation and the food are at our own expenses.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Except
So
for the accommodation.
like going to and from the hotel, you had to have
Yes,
a
sir.
private vehicle as well.
Uh, no,
Private.
we have to, well, how to say this, like it's up to us because the transportation is not their responsibility anymore, so it's our own expense.
Okay, I see. Can you like use
Mhm.
the train or the
Yeah,
bus?
I'm using MRT or bus to go to the
Okay.
hospital, from hotel to the hospital, and to hospital from hospital to hotel.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. All right. And you never contracted the virus, so that must show how airtight the protocols are in your hospital, right?
Yes,
Because it
sir.
was a
There.
COVID hospital, so
Yes,
it's a
sir. I think
miracle you never had it. Yeah.
yes, sir. I think that's why I lost weight, because for
Oh, you
like
did.
how
Yeah.
8 hour shift, we need to wear this N95 mask. Like, can you believe that?
You're right. Whoa.
And
Okay.
yeah,
You couldn't
how many?
eat together with other people.
Yes, sir. We can eat, but with limited number. I think they're allowing us to eat in group of three people.
I
So
see. Okay.
they are scheduling our break, and
I
in the
see.
pantry or in the staff lounge, we are only allowed of 3 people.
Okay. What shot did you get? Hmm. I remember you got a Pfizer, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How did it impact you, that vaccine?
Well, first dose, it was like it felt nothing, but
Hmm.
the second dose, I had a fever and chills,
Okay.
to the extent that
Yeah.
to I have to apply for sick leave because
Okay. How long did
I'm
that run for?
having, I think it lasted for only 1 day. I
Mm,
just I just um I just manage my fever with drinking Panadol.
okay. I see.
Yes, sir.
And did you get that for free?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Of course.
Panadol, by the way, is also from Pfizer. Okay. Yeah, Pfizer,
For free,
thanks.
sir.
I see. Okay, I had a similar
Everything's for free.
experience. I just didn't have the fever or the chills. I just was feeling very weak. Yeah, on the second
Yes,
dose.
sir.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, on the second dose.
fatigue. I had a fatigue.
Yeah, like I couldn't even perform simple tasks like washing plates.
Yes, correct, sir.
Yeah. Um, so you now have this microchip in your arm that kind of, like when you pass a scanner, it's gonna go like, she has Pfizer, she has Pfizer.
Is that a
Yeah,
joke or it's a real
yeah.
thing?
That's the running joke about Pfizer. Like, you're so privileged. You get a microscopic chip in your arm that activates whenever you pass
Yeah.
through a
I've
scanner.
been seeing that meme. Is that a meme or what? It's all
Okay.
over the internet.
Yeah. It's all over the internet. Okay, let's talk about your IELTS experience. So, when did you begin your first attempt? Because Maine has taken it twice, right? Your
Yes,
first
sir.
was when? Was that
My first
2019 before COVID? Do you
I think,
remember?
sir, I cannot remember anymore. I think no, last year I just took
Just
my
last
first
year.
attempt. Yeah, just last
Yeah.
year. But I've been enrolled to you like since
Mm.
2019 because I'm not that
Mm.
compliant in passing the essays and all
Mm.
that. You keep
Mm.
on reminding me.
Yeah, I keep on begging. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think to the extent that you became pesky about it.
like like
Because
I would yeah, I
I
would
was
insist on
very
having her
yeah,
speaking sessions.
yeah, I was very stubborn. I was not compliant. But anyway, I took the IELTS exam because no matter what, even though I kept on procrastinating, I couldn't escape it. So I just took
Mm.
it. And
Uh,
unfortunately, I did not
with
pass
when
the
was this?
listening. I took my first exam on October,
Last year.
month of October last year.
Okay.
So unfortunately, I did not pass the listening and reading category.
Okay.
And I have no one to blame but myself because I did not took it I did not take it seriously.
Yeah,
And
because
then mm,
I don't think you enrolled for those two
yes,
subtests, right?
sir.
It
Yes,
was
sir.
really just for speaking and yeah. Okay.
Speaking and writing,
Writing. Yeah.
and I'm not compliant. I'm not a
Uh,
compliant student.
what did you score for those two tests that time? October.
October October month, October
What was the
test, I
listening and reading?
scored li- li- well, listening I think I got a score of 6.5,
Okay.
and reading was very low. Band score of
Okay.
5.
Oh, it was.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
That's a tragedy. And
Yes,
so
sir.
how did wait, but what did you score? You got a 7 for speaking at the time, right?
Yes, sir. I got 7 in the
And a 6.5 in
speaking
writing,
portion
correct?
and 6.5 in writing. I took the
Okay.
computer base, and for me it's not convenient because I'm not a techie savvy person. So
Hmm.
computer
Oh, you
base is
struggled with
not
it.
applicable for me. Yeah. Because I
Okay.
I got distracted in listening portion because I'm not
Mm.
fast in typing in computer or whatsoever. So I need to
Okay.
listen, and at the same time I need to search for the letters. Where is the where are the letters? So I got lost. But it's very convenient in writing part because it will
Mm.
indicate how many words you have typed already or you have written already. So it's very
Okay.
convenient.
All right.
Yeah. If you were a techie savvy person, but for me, I prefer still the old school.
Okay. In the what did you do then on the LR?
On
Like,
the
what did you do for the listening and reading? You
OLR.
just concentrated on them, drilled them
Of,
heavily.
of course not, sir.
Hmm. What
I
did
did
you
not
do? Like,
bring I did not burn any midnight art at all.
you didn't burn any midnight oil. Okay. But you got the reading. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I
remember.
did
All right.
I did
Mm-hmm.
practice with my best friend, Micah. We
Mm-hmm.
practice independently by ourselves.
Okay.
So, well, thankfully, I improved in listening. I got 7.5 in my latest exam, in my
Mm-hmm.
second attempt.
Mm-hmm.
But the reading part is really a struggle for me. I mean,
Okay.
maybe it's an easy road for them to others, but for me, it's really a tough road.
Okay. I see.
Yeah,
Don't worry. We're gonna kill it already here.
hopefully, sir.
And
So
so let's.
my
Mm-hmm.
my
Mm-hmm.
my husband advised that I think you should enroll again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should enroll for reading. What's
Yeah.
wrong with you?
That's why he was the one who, because I was having a hesitation, and then he said, "Don't hesitate anymore. I will pay." Okay, then he paid.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a matter of applying a particular strategy
Yes,
that you
sir.
never see anywhere, and just drill that strategy until it
Okay,
becomes
sir.
second nature. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Just like
Let's talk about the speaking and the listening. I mean, speaking and writing. The second time around. When was this? Just like a month ago, like July
July
2020.
24, sir.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, so that was just like 2 weeks ago, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So,
Paper based.
uh, all paper based this time. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. So the writing, you scored a 7 this time.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what was your task two question? Part two question. Task two. Do you remember?
I don't remember exactly what the question was, but it was all about environment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I will ask Micah about it because I forgot.
Mm.
I I
Okay.
forgot the question, and maybe I can just search it in Google and I will try to recall my essay.
Okay. All right. Do
Yeah.
you at least remember the task one?
The
What was it?
task one, the task one, the task one was all about pie, of course,
A pie chart.
a pie chart and a bar graph. I think I cannot
Two
remember,
graphs.
sir. Yeah,
Okay.
it composed of two graphs, and it was okay with me. Task one, I answered
Mm-hmm.
it for less than 20 minutes, I think.
Okay. It wasn't
So
particularly hard.
yes, sir. For me, because I got used to it already, and it
Okay.
was like a warm up for me.
I see. All right. And at the very least, how did you feel about the task two? You felt good
The
about it.
the task two, I because I spend more time in task two than in
Mm-hmm.
task one, so I
Yeah.
think I had an ample time to focus on it and to think carefully, to ponder my answers and all that.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
time is really precious.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I plan to start with task two first, because I know that task two is more weighty compared to task one. But
Mm-hmm.
then I told myself that that I need to finalize my strategy. So I proceed to answering task one first. And I think that's
Yeah.
better for me, because it
For
was
you.
like it's like a warm up.
Yeah. 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 I have the same feelings about that. Yeah. People ask me all the time, and then I say that it really is up to the person. Yeah. For
Yes,
me,
sir.
it works to write task one first because
Yes,
it's
sir.
warm up, right?
But
Gets you started.
the crucial part, about that for me is, we need to I need to think quickly, because I am pressured by the time.
Okay. So
Yes.
Were you able to finish the task one in the 20-minute target?
Less than so.
Oh, you're so
Less than
good.
20. Yes, sir. So
On
I don't
paper,
know.
can you imagine?
On paper, yeah. Well, good
Okay.
luck to the reader if they understand, if they happen to understand my
They
English.
apparently understood it because you scored a band 7 on it. Okay.
Okay.
And then, all right. Wait, did you fill up the paper for task two? The two papers?
Task two,
Yeah.
you
You,
mean,
you filled up both pages.
yes, sir. You mean back to back?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I
You
filled
wrote
up
like crazy.
first. I filled up the first page, and then the second page I filled up. I think half of it.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right. Did you know that okay, I have this in the bag. Like writing is done. Did you feel that way?
Yes, sir.
You did.
Sir.
Aw, okay. So
Okay,
nice to
done.
hear. Okay. Let's talk about speaking this time. Like, wait. Did speaking happen before the other test or after?
Here, sir, it depends because I think it is applicable in it is applicable everywhere. I think speaking is always separated from the three categories.
Okay.
So when me and
But
my and
like on the same day or was it
yeah,
a few
when me
days
and
earlier?
Micah when me and Micah booked the exam, we there was only few slots left for us.
Okay.
Then we took listening, reading, and writing portion first. Then
Okay.
in the afternoon, we took our speaking test
Oh, the same day.
on the
Okay.
same day. Yes,
All
sir.
right. What time was your speaking test?
Um, I went in first. I went in around 2:30,
Okay. You had
and
enough
my
time for lunch.
yes, sir. We bought a lunch outside because we cannot
Mm.
dine in. Dine in is still
Oh,
restricted here in Singapore. So we
oh, really?
just
Okay.
yeah. So we just
You had to eat
we
in the
just
outdoors.
yes, sir. We eat like
Okay.
scavengers. No, sir, just kidding.
So, like, you can't really buy food on plates. It's gotta be like a burger or something, right?
Yeah, we bought a wrap.
A wrap. Okay, that's
Yeah,
what you call it. A wrap.
yeah. That
What's a
was
wrap? It's a hamburger.
pita wrap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You mean a shawarma?
yeah. We're not trying to be healthy, but that's the nearest food stall that we
I
can
see.
that was very accessible for us
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
near our exam place.
Okay. And
Yeah.
did Micah come before you or after you?
We took the exam together. So
Mm-hmm.
during the writing part, we were together. We took the exam at the same time in the same room in the same place.
Okay. But what about the speaking?
The speaking, it was held in British Council, so we went there together. But I went in first.
Mm.
The interviewer interviewed me first,
Mm.
followed by
Okay.
Micah. Yes.
Did she have enough time to talk to you before coming in?
Oh no, no,
No, no, no.
they're
She
very
couldn't.
strict. Yeah, they asked me to go down and don't talk to anyone.
Okay. All right.
They're very strict there, sir. British
All right.
in the British Council. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you went in. Wait, Micah scored a 7 in speaking, did she?
I'm not sure, sir. I forgot her
Okay.
scores.
Yeah, maybe we should have an interview for Mike. Okay. All right. So you came in. So what was the general mood What was your
Well,
disposition? Were you nervous? Were you excited? This was
of
your
course,
second round, yeah? Mm.
I'm overwhelmed. I was
Overwhelmed
nervous
nerves.
and
Mhm.
yeah, I was nervous and quite intimidated by the interviewer because
Why?
well, she looks intimidating. She looked intimidating. So I don't
How do you
know.
mean? Like
It
what
was
did she look
it,
like?
it's quite comical because when me and Micah were eating outside the British Council and then um this car passed by us and then
Okay.
she went down to the car and I told Micah, "Oh my god, she looks like our interviewer."
Was she
and
the
she
interviewer?
and she looked fierce and she was not smiling at all. She looked like she's not approachable and all that.
Okay.
And then I told Micah, "Oh my god, just like our interviewer." And then Micah said, "No, she's not."
Was she she was the interviewer?
Yeah. Yes,
Oh my
sir.
god.
And then when they called my name,
Mhm.
to let me to do the registration,
Mhm.
and then the invigilator instructed me to go to room number blah blah blah. Then
Okay.
when I looked into the room, oh shit, it's
It's her. Okay. Was she like older or middle age?
silver generation. She's old. She's quite old.
Okay. All right. Like, did she have glasses on? What gave you the impression she was so unapproachable? It's her facial expressions.
Typical British British
Oh,
girl.
she was
I think
British.
so. I think so. Her name is Anita blah blah blah. She introduced herself.
Okay, I
Yeah.
see. So she
She
was
she
British.
I think so, sir. I think
She
so.
was white.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, I see. But normally, like Caucasians like that, they're normally
I
really
mean
very, yeah.
I think all of the interviewers there are Americans or English.
Oh,
Yeah. I haven't encountered
wow.
any Asians or Filipinos interviewer. I'm
Whoa,
not so sure. Yeah.
okay. Whoa, what a
Mm.
challenge. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, Mainra comes into the room. What happens next? And
She
there was
introduced
Anita.
she
Mhm.
introduced herself with specs going down to her eyes.
Okay. That's like a high school principal or something.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. But I was wrong. My first impression did not last. She's
I see.
approachable. Yeah. She's
Yeah,
approachable
that's the impression
and
I always get from everybody. Yeah.
yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I stuttered a bit during the
Mm-hmm.
interview, but
Mm-hmm.
then she kept on encouraging me to like it's okay like that.
Oh,
Yes,
so
sir.
nice.
Yes, sir. And
I
then
see.
when I was explaining, I was trying to explain my answer, and if I'm maybe how to say this, um if I cannot like she kept on encouraging me like if I couldn't find any words to say, she will
Mm-hmm.
encourage me and she will rephrase the question again in order for me to understand the question. She will
Wow.
she will rephrase it in a simpler sentence for me to understand and to answer properly.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's
She
nice
must have
actually. I
seen you
like her.
when she got off the car and then she saw you and then
Yeah, I
your
think
eyes kind of
she
met and then she
yeah,
goes like, okay,
I think she pitied me. Poor girl, poor soul, eating outside the
like
British Council.
yeah, like I'm gonna pass this girl if she's gonna be my
She looks so
oh
poor.
yeah, like look at the sacrifices she's making just to pass this exam. Yeah, I'm gonna show pity on her. Okay. So what were the first questions? Of course she asked your name, right?
She asked my name
Mhm.
and she asked. if I'm working or studying.
Mhm.
And she asked, um, what else did she ask? She asked about
Work.
my happiness.
Oh, happiness. Okay.
Yes. And
How
she
did you
asked,
answer that? I'm so interested. How did you answer
um,
that?
she asked what makes me happy. And of course, I told her that my son makes me happy, that my son is my resilience in this adversity.
Aw.
And yeah, and she also asked me if I make other people happy.
What did you answer to that?
And I told her that I'm not just making other people happy, but I believe that I am healing them.
Oh, that's so mischievous. Micah's just joined us. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but it's the truth, right? Yeah, you're
And
giving
then
them.
she asked me to elaborate further.
Mm, what do you mean? What did you say?
She asked me to elaborate further by how do I heal people, or how do I
Okay.
make other people happy. And then I explained to her that because I'm a frontliner, and that's why I make other people happy by healing them, by making sure that they are safe and sound, and they are healthy.
Okay.
Yeah, and like we are we are like their angels in this um darkness that is going on right now. Something like that, sir.
Oh my
Like we
God.
are the light, blah
And
blah
so,
blah.
yeah, the face of adversity, resilience, darkness.
Resilience. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
you were throwing all those words.
And
Yeah.
then I told him that my husband was delighted that I took this IELTS exam, because he knows that this would be my passport in going to Western country
Mhm.
to live together, and that as I don't have to make any sacrifices to be away from them anymore.
Right, right.
Like
Oh, so touching.
aside from going aside from having a greener pasture to broaden my horizon, at the same time I don't need to make any sacrifices to be away from them.
Okay, greener pasture and broaden her horizon. You know, I should get a paper and write all of these idioms
Oh,
and
okay, sir.
collocations. Okay, go. Let's proceed with the next one. What was the next question?
He she talked about honesty.
Okay.
Honest. That was
Mm.
my part two question.
Okay, so you
So
stopped. You stopped with part one with the happiness question.
yeah, with the happiness
Mm.
question, what makes me happy? How do I make other people happy? And I have answered my patients and my husband.
Mhm.
And the part two question was about honesty.
Okay, what exactly?
Um, is it o- when was the last time that I told the truth? That um, I can't remember exactly what the question was, but it was all about um, how how did honesty like set me free,
Okay. Tough
something like
one.
that. Yes, sir, tough
Okay.
one. And what did I felt about it, or what was the impact, I think.
Okay. What did you answer?
So I told her that it was quite personal. So I told her about me revealing the truth that I got pregnant at
Okay.
that I told my parents that I'm pregnant.
I see.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
so the story
I know the
went on and
story. Yeah.
on. Yeah, the story
Mhm.
went on and on until the 2 minutes was already over, and I told her I'm not finished with my story.
Okay. She let you go on.
for a few seconds. Yeah.
Okay. What were you pushing? What idea were you pushing during those last seconds? Like how your
Well,
parents. Mhm.
it it gave us a peace of mind after revealing the truth, and even though we underwent even
Yeah.
though we underwent through all these pains and anger and all
Mhm.
that, because of course that's not appropriate. I was still young, and of course I would be facing a lot of judgment from other people.
Mhm.
But then the truth set us free, and that truth became a blessing into our lives.
Nice. Oh,
Yes, sir.
okay. All right. She must have been touched by that story. That was a great story.
Yes, sir.
I see. Like when you got the question prompt, that's the first thing that popped into your head. Like I'm
Yes,
gonna tell
sir.
this story.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So when she gave me 1 minute to think
Yeah.
about my answer, that was that was the first thing that popped into my mind.
I see. Okay.
So my
Mhm.
advantage about that is I I based it on my personal experience. That's why
Mhm.
I had many ideas,
Right.
and yeah,
I see.
and it was spontaneous because it's my story.
Right. And it's a great story. Yeah.
That
How
was my
nice.
advantage.
Okay. uh, just so that everybody knows, this is the first time I ever heard this story from me. Like, I didn't want her to narrate her speaking test. I told her I want to hear it in the interview. And so that was a nice story.
Yes,
What a
sir.
great story. Okay. All right. So it was time for part three.
Part
Do you
three,
remember the
she
questions?
yes, sir. It's really quite a lot. Part
It was.
three,
Okay.
she just continued the follow-up question from part two.
Hmm. What
So
was the follow-up question?
she
Mhm.
asked me if is it okay to tell a white lie?
Okay. What did you? Okay. What did you say?
Well, I told her I have given her the example of this cancer patient that um like even though the cancer patient looks serious due
I
to the
see.
treatment,
Ah,
then I think what did I say? I think it would lighten that patient up if we are going to tell a white lie, like encouraging that patient that she looks pretty even though she's not pretty because of
I
the
see.
treatment. Something like that, sir.
Oh, okay. That was a true story.
I haven't experienced it, but that was the example that I have given.
Oh, okay. So that was a white lie that you just gave.
Yes, sir. Telling the hideous person that you look pretty even though
Oh, nice. Okay, so you now segue to wait. What were you feeling at this point? Like, okay, I'm doing well so far. Was that what you were feeling?
well, when she asked me about the questions, when she started asking me about the question, and when I found out that she's approachable, I think the
Oh,
nervousness fade away. It
I
faded
see.
away. Yeah.
I see.
So it was like a it was like a spontaneous moment for me.
I
Like
see.
I was just talking to a friend.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, that's
she's
how examiners should be, right?
yes, she's approachable, and just
Yeah,
like
you're paying
what
for this exam. I mean, can you at least show some respect?
yes, sir.
This is
And
hard-earned
then
money, right?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
And then just like what I've said, she kept on encouraging me if I have nothing to say.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So nice. All right. Okay. So part three now, if you can recall.
Well, white lies, and then
Mm,
what is the disadvantages of telling white lies?
okay. How
So
did you answer that? Mm,
I told her that I don't see, honestly speaking, I don't see any downside of it or any setback, because that's the purpose of white lies. That's the purpose of white lies, to help you
yeah.
look into the bright side.
Wait.
Yeah, that's what I told her.
Okay.
Then
Wait,
I told
man.
her that you
You just threw synonyms for disadvantages, downsides or setbacks. Did you prepare for that?
um I
These
think you
vocabularies, like instead of saying disadvantages, I'm gonna say downside or setback.
I
That was
was
part of your preparation.
I yes sir, me and my best friend, Micah, we were
Oh,
practicing, and then
mhm.
we are jotting down some notes that, or some vocabularies
Oh,
that might help us, or that are new to us, to
I
broaden our
see.
vocabularies and all that.
That's why you scored the eight. I mean, eight. Main so far for people, you're the fifth person who scored an eight, right? This year, and one scored a nine. One thing in common about all of you is that you had all of these wide range of vocabularies. That's a good tip, right? So instead of saying disadvantages, you'd rather say setback, or what's the other word?
Downside,
Downsides or cons. Yeah. If
drawback.
there are drawback, downside, drawback, setback, cons. Yeah. Good tip, guys. One of the downsides or drawbacks or setbacks or one of the cons is okay. Okay. I'm sorry, I just noticed it. It was just so clear. She just threw those vocabs. What was the next question?
How does people tell a lie in the past compared to now?
Uh, you know,
What a
she,
question.
what a question if she asked me that question. Duh, how am I supposed to know? Duh. How did you answer that, Maine? How did you score a band aid with that question?
Well, I asked her to spare me a moment to ponder my answer, and
Uh,
I told her that's $1 million question.
okay. Guys, if you're watching this, I mean, write all of this down and then spare me a moment as I ponder this question. Okay. So that's what we call a cheat. Okay.
And it's a
And
million
then
dollar question.
it's $1 million
So
question. Really, it's really hard, right?
so she
How
did
did you?
allow me. She did
So
spare me a
you
moment.
you did spare the moment. It took a few seconds to think. Okay,
And I said a lot of
okay, that's okay. And then how did how on
and
earth? Yeah.
and then I told her that frankly speaking, I don't have an idea how people in the past tell a lie compared
Okay. Okay.
to
Yeah, I would have answered
now.
the same way. Yeah.
Yeah. But maybe um
Mhm.
how did I answer that stupid? Well, maybe
How do you answer that stupid question? Okay.
well, I just told her that there are myriad of ways to tell lie due to the advancement of technology, like the internet. Um, Through the use of the internet, they could just hack someone else's account
Right.
and ruin someone
Uh,
else's reputation.
are you
Where in
listening,
the
Micah? Yeah. Good answer. That was a good answer. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes,
Whereas in the past, mhm,
and there are like impossible ways on how to find out how people lie nowadays
okay,
or in this day and age. Compared in the past, um, lies are more of um, vocalizing it or something like that, sir. Yeah.
wow, clap, clap.
Yes, sir.
What a nice answer. You know, if she had thrown me that question, to be honest, I don't even know how to answer this.
Like because of because of the emergence of the technology, it's easy for someone to tamper someone else's identity. Yeah, and yeah,
10%.
yes, sir.
Write that down, guys. Write that down. Tamper someone else's identity. Yeah.
I told her, I told Anita, I told my friend Anita,
Your new best friend, Anita. What else did you tell her?
I told her that um I've given her the example that it's easy to I compared lying to stealing someone's money. Like it's yeah, something like that. So I've
You did.
given
Okay.
yeah, because it's easy to tamper someone else's identity, so they can use a lot of ways to steal someone's property or someone's,
Right. Yeah. Heavy. She
yes,
was so
sir.
impressed. Like, did you ever see
I
her eyes like light up? Like, did you notice that? No.
when me and Micah were talking about how did our speaking went,
Mm,
I couldn't remember all the questions because my mind was occupied and it was
mm.
very exhausted, drained, and all of that.
Yeah.
So now
Exhausted and drained. Yeah.
yeah. So now
It came
I'm
back to you.
yes.
Okay. Was there another question? Like, if if I were the examiner, like I would like,
Oh
okay,
yeah,
that's the end of your speaking test. Like
the
you did
final
well.
the
There
final
was another
question
one.
is
Yeah.
yeah, the final question is if I would be tell a lie, what would it be?
You know, I'm gonna ask these questions to my students. And how did you answer
That was
that?
the final question, sir.
Okay. How did you answer that?
Well, I almost told her that I'm a great liar. I lie all the time.
Your husband's gonna be listening in. You're gonna upload this on YouTube. But you did. You didn't tell her that.
No, sir.
So what did you say? I lie all the time. What did you say? If you could tell a
um,
lie, what would it be?
what?
Mhm. What's the answer?
Well, of course, I asked her to give me some time again.
You did. Okay. Best friend Anita. Okay. It took a few seconds. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tricky question. I told her.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love
Yeah,
it. I mean, everybody should watch this interview.
that's a tricky question. I told her. So, um, please give me some time to think about that. Please give
Again.
me, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I told her that if I would be given a chance to tell a lie, then yeah, what did I answer her? I think it was regarding about my IELTS.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I told her and she laughed about it. I told her
Uh-huh.
that um it's a it's a petty lie.
Okay.
It's just trivial, but I told her that I would, if I did not pass this exam, I will tell a lie to my agency that I passed this exam as long as they won't look for the evidence. I told you, sir, it's just a petty lie. But I told her, well, it's a petty lie as long as they don't look for any proofs or evidence. Then she just laughed about my answer.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're
Oh yeah,
funny, man.
then I told her that if only I could cut corners.
Uh, you threw that idiom.
Yeah, if only I could cut corners to this exam, and then I will tell the lie that I passed this exam.
Okay.
I could
So
go
then
to
that's, you go to the UK just to ask for the evidence.
if they don't look for the proof or evidence.
Okay, and then that was
Oh
the
yeah, and
end of
then
it.
she answered me. Of course they will. Yeah, she answered me.
Oh, and she said that.
Yeah,
Oh, she must have reminded you of her daughter or something. Like she must
I
have
don't
been
know.
thinking, like, I like this girl.
I should have told her that, right? I tell
Oh,
a lie
that's okay.
every day.
I don't know. It wouldn't matter. Like she would have loved you even more.
I have many faces.
Yeah, you were tempted to say that. Like, to be honest with you, everything I've been telling you was a lie.
I have many faces. I have a different face in front of them, front of you, and a different face at your back.
And I lie about things all the time.
Yes.
I
I don't need
mean,
a chance to tell a lie because I tell a lie every day.
I
If
don't have
only
to
I
wait
could
for
answer.
if,
Yes, sir.
like I don't need to wait for the chance.
Yeah. I don't.
It's something. It's as natural as breathing to me.
Yes, sir. I like that collocation.
That's a collocation. Okay, man. I think I already know the kind of tips you're gonna give to the students, right? So you worked on your vocabs, your
Ask them to tell a
collocations,
lie.
to lie about things. Actually, that's a controversy in IELTS. Like some people say that if you can lie, you might as well just lie about things, right? But to
Yes,
some
sir.
people, they're not really good with lying.
Well,
So
for
I
me,
guess it
sir,
depends. Mm.
it depends on the situation. Like
Mhm.
if you think that that idea of yours will make you will give you many ideas,
Okay,
then just go
push it.
for it. Yeah,
Okay,
even
let's
though
go for
that
it.
is not true, or even though
Okay,
it's true.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a lie detector test anyway.
Yes, because when me and Micah were practicing about our
Mhm.
speaking, and then she there was this question that if I know how to ride a bike. So in
Mhm.
reality, I don't know how to ride a bike. But
Mhm.
when I was thinking about how to answer that question, I
Mhm.
couldn't think of any answers or any ideas.
Okay,
So I just went to, I know how to ride a bike since I was like 5 years old. My father taught me, even
I
though
see. Not
it
none of that
really,
happened.
yeah, none of that happened.
Wow, that's a good tip. Yeah,
Yes,
that's a
sir.
good tip. I would, yeah, I would go for that tip as well. Right.
Yes, sir.
And then what about your vocabs? How did you work on that? Your collocations, your idioms. You
Um,
just went to the net all the time.
yes, sir. And because I procrastinated a lot, I
Mm-hmm.
have an ample time to read a book, but I did not finish the book as
Mm-hmm.
in. So I just read a book to help me to add up some vocabularies that I'm not familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
And then
What book was this name?
well, it's just this Midnight Sun, like Twilight something, because I want
Oh,
some book that because
Stephanie May
I don't yeah
Meyer.
because I'm
Yeah.
yeah I'm not a,
Mm.
I'm not bookish, and I just did that for the sake of this exam. So
Okay.
I I went I went I what how to say this. I purchased a book that would fit into my cup of tea. So at the same time,
Okay.
I'm learning while enjoying the book.
Okay. So it's like you underline words that you liked or you didn't
Yes, sir.
know.
And if I encountered some unfamiliar words,
Mm-hmm.
then I will just Google it or search it in this Merriam-Webster dictionary, and then I will
Okay.
also play the audio for me to learn the right pronunciation.
Nice. Okay. How long did you
Yeah.
do this, May?
Um, October to July, but
Mm-hmm.
I did not do it religiously because
Okay.
I'm working at the same time.
I see. Okay. So it took you a while to take the next exam,
Yes,
right?
sir. And
Okay.
then um I went through your essays that you have told me before.
Right.
Remember the ones that you've sent in Yahoo Mail?
Right. Yeah.
So I've
The
read all
20 essays. Yeah.
yes, so I've read all that before the exam.
You did. You printed it out.
Yes. No, in
It's in
my
your.
um in my
Mm,
email, yes.
I
Soft
see.
copy. Yes, sir.
Wow.
So that
What
was my
dedication.
preparation. And then with the
What
help
about
of
you
my
and
housemate
Micah?
also.
Yeah. I was
Yes,
going to
sir.
that. So Micah,
Mhm.
your roommate, did
Yeah,
you
and
like
my
talk to each other in English all the time?
yes, sir. My housemate who is also an IELTS passer,
Mm-hmm.
she helped us how to she would listen to our conversation, and
Mm-hmm.
she corrected their grammars if there are some errors, if there were some errors.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Okay. You didn't feel awkward about that, talking English that way.
For me, I did not feel awkward to them because they're my close friends.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not that shy. I'm not that shy when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
them. So I will
Mm-hmm.
just speak my mind, and if
Mm-hmm.
I have a grammatical error, and then so what, they will just correct it.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. At least I'm learning, like, no offense, no hard feelings.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Micah's gonna take her exam. So I guess this is gonna have to continue, right?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when you get to the UK, I mean, nobody speaks Tagalog there, right? You gotta get
Yes,
used to
sir.
it already. Okay.
Yes, sir. Even in here, but the problem is they're not using the professional English way. They're using
Mm-hmm.
their Singlish way, which is quite
Mm,
annoying.
okay. Yeah, I hear
Yeah.
that all the time. Yeah. But younger Singaporeans speak good English, don't they?
Yes, yes.
Younger ones.
And then they are following British English.
Oh, they speak with an accent. The
They
British.
don't they don't speak with an accent at all, but the formal English of British English, they're
I
following it.
see. I see.
Like the spelling, instead of realization, they would spell it as realization.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the British always insist that the true English is theirs. Yeah, and Singapore used to
So
be a British colony, so it only makes sense, right? Yeah.
yes, sir, I think so. Mm-mm.
So she gave a lot of good tips with regard to vocabularies, uh, like read a book, talk, find a speaking partner, practice, practice, practice. Yeah.
Use tons of collocations.
The collocations, where did you get that from? We Googled
Um,
many of them. Hmm.
I in the YouTube, sir.
Hmm.
Um, we are
Oh, you went to
watching
YouTube.
this. Yeah, Keith something English,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. I hear about that a
well,
lot.
yeah,
Hmm.
there are a lot of speaking tutorials in YouTube, in the
About
internet.
collocations.
Yeah, I mean,
You watched
just
all of these.
one click away, then
Yeah,
you would find a lot of things from the internet, informative things.
yeah,
And what I do is that, because I tend to forget all of those collocations,
right.
so I'm just jotting it down on my handphone. I
Mm.
have this notes something, then
You go
I'm
back to it
putting
time
all,
to time.
yeah, time to time, and use it routinely as well,
I see.
even though people here cannot get what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's another collocation. So
Yes, sir.
nice. Or like when you read it in a book or you hear it in a conversation, it's time to jot this down, right?
Yes,
Something like
sir.
that. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And when you're watching a movie, it's okay to on the subtitle. And
Okay. Yeah, the
then,
subtitles on.
yeah, and then if you're unfamiliar with the word, then just have a time to pause it and search it in Google. And yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
I see. And what did you watch on Netflix?
Oh yeah, she asked me that. My hobbies. I forgot about it.
Oh, she did. She did. Okay. And what did you say?
I memorized some of the lines actually.
Really? So
Yes.
what are the lines?
I memorized some of the lines. Those how to say this? Those questions that are
Hey,
oftenly
Micah,
asked. Hi now. Hello.
you're on
That are
YouTube.
oftenly asked. So I memorized
Mhm.
the lines of what is your full name? I have lines. I have a script already.
Yeah, yeah, the scripts. Yeah, you went into
Yeah,
the
I have a
scripts.
script. And
Mhm.
then, because I think they keep on, like, they keep on repeating that same question, that
Right.
introduction. So
Yeah.
that's what I've noticed. What's your name? Are you
They
working or
were.
studying?
Yeah, they were
What,
studying. Yeah.
yeah, what's your hobby?
Mhm.
And where do you live?
I see.
Do you
Okay.
like, yeah, what's like, what's your home or apartment looks like? Those are
Yeah.
the common questions that
Right.
they keep on asking.
So you had scripts
So
for those.
yes, I have script for those, and it helped
Mm,
me a lot.
I see.
Yeah, I
Micah,
know.
script all of those questions.
Oh, she knows her script with that part one question.
Okay. And so,
Yes.
what do you watch on Netflix?
So she asked me about my hobby. I told her that I don't have much time this past few weeks. It's been a
Mhm,
busy week for me. But
mhm.
when I have a free minute to myself, I usually watch TV series or movies in Netflix. So
Okay.
that's how I answered it.
When I have a free minute to myself.
Yes, sir.
Mm,
That's my
okay.
script.
And what kind of movies do you watch, man?
Um, well, the Good Doctor
Okay.
and Bridgerton is a good
Yeah.
um
Isn't that a
series.
girl thing, Bridgerton? Should I watch that?
I think so. It's not
I should.
it yeah, it's not
It's British,
it
right?
doesn't have, yeah, it's British and it has a
Mm-hmm.
lot of good collocations.
Okay. Ooh,
Yes, sir. Oh wait.
Bridgerton.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And
Main, I lost you on camera. Yeah.
Bridgerton
Mm-hmm.
and The Good Doctor. All those
Mm-hmm.
English movies.
Okay. Whoa, we learned so much, guys. Wow, I like
Yes,
this
sir.
because when I heard about Main's Band Aid, like I mentioned earlier, uh, I was so tempted to ask her all about it, but I told her that we're gonna talk about this in the YouTube interview so that this is gonna come out spontaneous. Wow, what a nice interview! So
Yes, sir.
great, Main.
Always
So
tell a
yeah,
lie.
yeah, uh, like
That's the bottom line of all of this, sir.
yeah, like I don't need an opportunity because I do it all the time. I'm a I'm a pathological liar. You can't trust me one bit. I lie all the time. That's how I scored a band 8 in speaking.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Final tips for me. Is there something that you wanna sneak in? Nothing. Just do everything that
Um,
yeah.
and then I think don't feel intimidated by the
Mm.
interviewer, as you've aforementioned a while ago. As you've aforementioned, we are paying for it. So
Yeah. Yeah, you're paying for it. At the very least, what you should get is some respect, right?
yeah, so we are the
Mhm.
customers, we are the clients, and always remember customers are always right. No, just
Right.
kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, some people feel that examiner should be tough because it is an exam. But I tell you, main from my end, IELTS is supposed to measure your speaking abilities for the real world, not for a test.
Yes,
So
correct. And they're
make it look like
looking,
the real world. Yeah.
yeah. And then maybe my tip is um don't just go there to look like you can speak in English professionally, but
Mhm.
go there as if you are a citizen who cares.
Well, what do you mean by
So
that? A
so what
citizen
I
of the
mean
world?
so what I mean by that is just go there and make sure that you have something to say about the world, that you care about the world. So
Wow.
if that examiner throws a question, she would feel he or she they would feel like this person cares about the world. She's a citizen who is very concerned of what is happening right now.
Great tip.
Yeah,
I'm
so it
gonna
is
include that
a
in one of the commentaries on the essays. Yeah.
yes, sir. So it is a great opportunity, especially that this adversity is happening
Right.
to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah,
So
and we're faced with so many
um
problems. There's climate change. I mean, the world is
yes,
changing radically.
the
So it's time to
unceasing
care, right?
issues. Yeah,
Yeah.
unceasing issues of the because what I have learned from you, sir, is that IELTS is about they throw questions about the unceasing problems of the world.
Okay.
Yeah,
Unceasing problems of the world.
I have read that in
I
one
don't
of
even
your
remember.
essays. Yeah,
Okay.
you taught me that. You
I
wrote that
see.
in one of your essays when you threw me a question about fossil fuels or this
Oh,
consuming energy. So you told me that IELTS keeps on throwing questions regarding what is happening around the world.
okay.
So with regards to education, environment,
Right.
technology, and yeah, all of those things.
Yeah. Animal rights,
Animal
uh,
rights, correct,
environmentalism,
correct,
feminism,
sir. Feminism,
urbanization, all of
human
those problems.
rights.
So you gotta absorb and embrace all of this because you are a citizen of the world who cares.
Yes. Who cares? They're not just they're not just looking to go to their country who can speak professionally in English, but they
Right.
want someone who can speak, who can speak his or her mind, maybe.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody who is not apathetic to the problems of the
Yes.
world. I see.
Someone who is not naive that the world is not all about cupcakes and rainbows.
Yeah, nice. Cupcakes and rainbows.
Yes.
Beautiful. Wow, guys, don't
Yes,
forget.
sir.
Like tons
You
of
you
lessons
gave that
we've learned.
you
Oh,
gave that
I
lesson
did.
to
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I'm gonna use that again for the next essays. The world is not
Maybe I
just
can
cupcakes and
maybe
yeah,
I can screen cap
yeah,
your
yeah, yeah,
your essay. Then you could
yeah,
rewrite it again.
yeah. Oh my God, the world is not cupcakes and rainbows. Like, don't be naive. Yeah, be involved.
Yeah,
Uh, you
be involved. And you even
you
advised
should be
me
part of the
to
change. Yeah,
and you even advised me, which I never did because I don't have time, sorry. You even advised me to watch CNN news.
yeah. Did you do that?
No.
Okay, all right.
Because
So that's being cupcakes and rainbows. But you
so
updated yourself on events.
stop
Like
watching
you read the
vlogs first.
news. Stop watching business blogs.
Vlogs.
Main, I
Watch
lost you, but okay, yeah,
yeah.
okay, yeah. Stop watching Alex Gonzaga for a while, and can you just watch the news for a change?
Sacrifice
Because
her.
the world is not just cupcakes and rainbows.
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys. So thanks again, Main. What a
Anytime,
great
sir.
interview! What a great interview. We
Yes,
will
sir.
keep this interview forever. There.
Hope I've imparted some of the lessons that I have learned.
She has imparted so much, guys. Yeah, from a band
Hopefully,
eight
sir.
speaker. So hopefully, with all of these band eight interviews, we're gonna have more band eight interviews, band eight persons. I've been trying to get in touch with the 8.5 person. It's really
Band
easy to
9.
score. Yeah, one of them scored band nine. It's now easy to score these levels, right? Yeah.
Sir.
Main, thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Anytime. Thank you, Paul. Thanks for everything.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Beautiful Main.
Thank you. Thank
Uh,
you.
so that's it, everybody. That's the end of our really substantive and educational interview with another Band 8 speaker. Don't
Yes,
forget to
sir.
click like and subscribe. Watch out for the new videos coming out soon. Lots of content. Very exciting. Bye,
Yeah.
everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Main, hold on. Main,
Okay, sir.
hold on, hold on. I don't know what buttons to press. Okay.